Bible is full of good news.
That's right.
God is all about good news. He's not a bad news God.
Not at all.
If there's bad news, then there's something wrong with you and the way you are perceiving the news. Because God is 100% good. He's holy. He's all about love.
Yes, he is.
One text I was reading from Spirit of Prophecy says, God is the restorer and Satan is the destroyer.
All right now.
So if there's any destroying going on in the world, if there's anything being destroyed in your life, watch out now. And I'm all about, this character of God. I believe God is absolutely 100% holy. He's love. He's completely set aside. Nothing can touch him. Nothing can approach him because he is absolute holy. And only those things that are holy can come close to God. And there's, I love the Sabbath school lesson today. And it was talking about the fiery furnace. But if you go, see, if you leave Daniel and try to explain it, then you get into trouble because you're going to go to Revelation.
That's right.
And Revelation is going to put you somewhere else. But if you really want to understand the secrets of Daniel, you pretty much got to stay in Daniel for a while. Because if you read on to chapter 7, it shows that these thrones are coming together and proceeding from the one who is sitting on the major throne. There is nothing but fire proceeding from him.
Right.
And so the question in Daniel really is, how do you stand, in the fire? How do you stand in the fire? Because if God is a consuming fire and we're going to live in his presence, then the question is, man, how do we stand in the fire? Well, Daniel answered that question, doesn't he? Yeah. And so I enjoyed the lesson. And did I hear it correctly that you guys are going to start having the lesson study at 9:30 to what time?
10:50.
Wow.
Amen.
Man, that's radical. That's radical. Not too many churches
That's right.
are willing to do that. And I've been harping, nope, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I think that's amazing. And that's nothing but the inspiration of God that made that to happen. And for you all to say, yes, man, something marvelous is happening here.
Amen.
Praise God for that. Let me pray. Eternal and all-wise Father, once again, we are here. We're here to learn more of you and have the vision through which we see you change and alter so that we can see you the way you want us to see you. A way that will transform us. So we know that we've come here and there's issues in our lives. Evil angels are here trying to divert our attention, whispering in our ear to dwell on those things that perhaps was troubling us during the week. But there's also heavenly angels here. And we want to give power to those heavenly angels to fan those evil angels out of here so that our focus will be totally on you. Because we want a word from you today. We want to be transformed. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. Amen. I can move the slide. I was going to say something. But I got to have this. Got to turn it on. I like all this new technology, Now, if I can use it correctly. All right. The good news about Noah's flood, there's good news. And the text that I put there, because this is the text that I really want to focus on.
Right.
Because, believe it or not, this is it right here. This is a watershed text. Because it says, if you want eternal life, what do you have to do? You have to know God. And you have to know Jesus who he sent.
That's right.
When you study the Old Testament, the problem with the Old Testament and the believers during that time was they didn't have an accurate picture of God. They didn't have it. And God, it's not because God was trying to withhold something from them. God God knows the end from the beginning. God knows the difficulty that he's undertaking before he undertakes it. That's why nothing catch God by surprise. Nothing. So he has already programmed all the things that we need in a situation. Whew, when we get there, watch out now. So it says, and this is life eternal, that they may know thee, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom thou hast sent. Because Jesus Christ gives you focus on what God is all about.
Yep.
And to try to read and understand and pattern your life through the Old Testament, and you don't know Jesus,
Have mercy.
you're going to come away with a mixed up religion. Yes, you are. So, now this is one of our early, one of our founders. This is what she says. You can go back and get the whole thing. Read the, it's good to read the context. But I didn't have time for all that. Space, rather. Who wait for the bridegroom comes, or to say to people, what?
Behold your God.
Do you understand what that is saying? That when people see us, they are supposed to do what? Behold their God. They want to see God in you. It clarifies that. The last way of merciful light, the last message of mercy to be given to the world is a revelation of. Can't see, can you? You sure now? It's character of love. And see, God is a God of present truth.
That's right.
And what was present truth for 1888 shouldn't be present truth for us. Why? Because we should have looked at it, studied it, assimilated, and moved on.
Right.
We should have left what happened in 1888, 1844, beyond. We should have already diligently studied that, assimilated into our lives, and moved on. Because God is progressive in what he does. Because he is taking a people somewhere. The Old Testament verifies that God picks you up here, and then he says, I got a destiny for you. Follow me. Jesus told his disciples, listen, I'm picking you retreads up. At 15, people looked at you and said, listen, I don't see much in you. I think you better go back to being a fisherman, go back to being a taxi driver, go back whatever your father was doing, because you can't make it. So he takes these people and says, listen, follow me. Because if you're a fisherman, I'm going to make you a fisherman man. Amen. Whatever you're doing, God says, I can use you. Because guess what? He wants the world to see something in you. And that is the revelation of his love. The children of God are to manifest his glory. In their own life and character, they are to reveal what the grace of God has done for them. Oh, we got a problem though. Look at that next page. Traditions and what? Have done what? Anybody know what that word means? Hidden. Hidden the teaching of the Bible concerning what? That's one. Number 2 is? And number 3 is? Whoa! All that has been obscured because we have approached it from the wrong perspective. Wow. And so God has a present truth now that he's working on, because he says, listen, you've gotten all this righteousness by faith, you got all this stuff straightened out in your life, you understand it, you assimilate it. Now, here's what I want you to do. Because as I move into the last great period of time, the focus is going to be on my character. Because there are millions of people who read the Old Testament and they say, I can't serve a God like that.
Right.
I can't serve him. Because he looks like he's arbitrary. Somebody say that for me. Manipulative. Yeah, you got it. So when you look at the Old Testament, he's doing all kinds of things that the law of love does not represent.
Right.
And people are saying, whoa, it ain't real, because even the God who says not to do it is doing it. So, let's see if we can, We are not to regard as waiting, to punish the sinner for his sin. You get that?
Right.
When you sin, God is not standing over you with a book.
Yeah.
And then, well, I'm writing it down so I can get you.
Yeah.
You know, like my mother used to do me. Oh, you get away today. But I'm writing that down. Oh, boy, when it comes around, I'm going to pay you back for all the stuff. You think I done forgot. And sure enough, one night, early one morning, she walks in there and pulls that cover back, and she just starts slinging. She don't care what she hits. God said, no, you got me mixed up with some bad parental training. I'm not like that.
Amen.
The sinner brings what? His own action starts of what? That brings the sure result. Every act of transgression reacts upon the sinner, works in him a what?
Changing character.
And make it more easy for him to. Now this is it. By choosing to sin, men does what?
Separate themselves from God.
Cut themselves off from the channel of blessing, and what happens? That's why God doesn't have to punish. It's built in. It's built in. It's just like gravity. If I stand on top of a building and fall down, I'm going to hurt or break something because it's built into the law of gravity. That's why God says, listen, that's why the government says, common sense tell you what? Don't jump. God says, don't disobey me. Because built into it is a train of circumstances that's going to end in sure ruin and death. And all I can do is give you freedom of choice, it gives you truth, and if you continue to reject it, all I can do is stand back and watch it happen. Because you have freedom of choice. And if I interfere with your freedom of choice, the result, then I have gotten myself into a place where I shouldn't have gone.
Right.
Let me hope this is where I'm going to. God does not, God does not stand toward the sinner as, here's another word he uses now, executioner. Anybody seen those pictures where the executioner, put your head in that thing, the guy comes around medieval time with a big old thing, and he just whoop, and the head falls down on the road across the stage. God said, no, don't think of me like that.
Amen.
I am not the one swinging the axe here. Look what he said. Does not stand toward the sinner as an executioner of the sentence against transgression. God said, no, you got me. If you think, you run around telling people, God's going to burn you in hell one day if you don't change your way. God said, no. Now, I ain't going to get people in the church. It may not save them if they don't grow. That's fear-based stuff.
Yep.
So God said, no. But he leaves the rejected of his mercy to themselves. Wait a minute. Did I read that right? but he leaves the rejected of his mercy to themselves to reap that which they have sown. Every ray of light rejected, every warning despised or unheeded, every passion indulged, every transgression of the law of God is a seed sown which yields its unfailing harvest. The Spirit of God persistently resisted is at last withdrawn from the sinner. Then there is left no power to control the evil passions of the soul, and no protection from who? From God? From the malice, and enmity of Satan. That's crazy, isn't it? That when we continually and persistently disobey God, he says, you're moving into an area where I'm not going to be. But somebody else is going to be there. And he has malice and enmity. Now, here's what researchers, understanding God's wrath and anger. God's wrath can be better understood by breaking it down like that. Now, this is a pattern. And the author of several books, both Adventist and non-Adventist. Now, this has been around for a long time, and I'm surprised why I just started reading about it a couple of years ago. This dated back to 79 or sometime. I'm saying, what? Adventist started this thing. But, it wasn't popular then, so they... Now, this is a pattern that you're going to see. What is he reacting to? You're talking about God. See, metaphor, anger and wrath is a metaphor. Just like the Bible says, God, awake from your sleep. Wait a minute. That's a metaphor, right? Because God doesn't what? He doesn't sleep. It's a metaphor to describing something. Anger and wrath is a metaphor to describe what God is reacting to. And what is he reacting to? Man's sin. So whenever you see God's anger or the wrath, you automatically need to say, God is acting to, and he's going to take an action about man's sin. And it's not just man's sin, it's man's unwillingness to heed the admonition and warnings of God who is trying to save him. You're going to see this. It's recorded in Scripture 90 times. So if that pattern occurs in Scripture 90 times, evidently, we need to learn from it. And this is what it's all about. Because can you understand God? He knows the end from the beginning. Wait a minute. If he knows the end from the beginning, he knows precisely the end from the beginning. He doesn't have to wonder if it's going to turn out this way because he can predict with unfailing accuracy how it's going to happen. So he knows the end from the beginning. So when something comes up, when what he sees come up, God said, oh, I can't believe this is happening to me. What is that? God didn't tell me. God is really going to say, I didn't see this coming. Now I got to get mad and kill somebody. Really? That denies the fact that he knows the end from the beginning. It denies the fact that he is 100% love if he reacts like that. So it's a metaphor by the writer. Now there's a phrase that I didn't even put up there because it takes, if you haven't studied it, and if you're not at a mind level it can just simply blow you away. I left that out. So, his action, and he takes an action, and his action is God's leaving or etc. You got that? And the result of God's leaving is usually what? Negative. Trouble from some other source. Now, here we go. I think I got about 3 of them. Oh, I had 2. I knew I should have done it. All right, here we go. And he said, and he, Moses, said, oh my God. Thank you. I do stuff like that. I don't know why. But it's all right. You can feel free to correct me because I make mistakes. And he said, Moses, and he said, Moses, and he, Moses said, oh, I get it right. Oh my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him who wilt send. How did I miss that? Now I'm reading it. Thank you. Man, I know what it is exactly. Whom thou wilt send. Okay. And the anger of the Lord was what? Kindled against Moses. You see, that's a metaphor, right? It's a metaphor. Why? Because he's been talking to Moses about going, and what has Moses been doing? He's been figuring out, now, Lord, me and you close, but I don't want to go there. And so Lord said, listen. I mean, people said, okay. Now, if he was really angry, at Moses, if his anger was kindled, now what does kindle mean? Have you ever been on fire about something before you were saved? Before you knew Lord? Have you ever been, your emotions have ever been kindled? I'm sure you didn't say, again, Moses, he said, is not Aaron and Levi thy brother? I know that he can speak well. Wait a minute. His anger is kindled, and look what he said. It only illustrates that it's simply a metaphor because Moses did not want to follow God's instructions. God says, listen, I'm going to... Now, this is a very interesting verse. Because God is doing something here. What is he doing? What is he doing here? See, he's conversing with Moses. He's making what? God is making concession. In other words, wait a minute.
Change his plan. He's making an adjustment to his plan because Moses is unwilling to go by himself.
So, what do you learn from God from this text alone? And that's big, my brother. Thank you. My sister, thank you. That's exactly what God is doing. God has not changed his plan. He wants Moses to be the only one to go. Moses says, listen, I'm not feeling that, Lord. God says, okay, I am going to condescend, and instead of enacting plan A, I'm going to go to plan B, which is your plan. Wait a minute. That's a principle that a lot of people don't see in the Bible. When you read the Old Testament, there are 2 voices in the Old Testament, and it's hard for you and I to find them if we don't study and realize they're there. There's God's preferred will for Moses to go and be the only voice, because if he sent another voice who is not close to him, something negative is going to what?
Happen.
Did anything negative happen because of Aaron's voice?
Yes.
Yeah, the golden calf happened. Do you see what God is doing? There's the preferred will, the permissive will, some people call it, and then there's the will where he acquiesced and said, listen, okay, I just need to get... God said, you know what? I need to get you moving. And whatever it takes Well, now, whatever it takes now, that can be, you gotta correct that. But I gotta get you moving. And it's switching from my plan, which is the best plan, to your imperfect plan is gonna get you moving, then I'm gonna go with it. So when you read the Old Testament, you're gonna see God doing this all along. Woo! And so you can't judge the character of God by what you see in the Old Testament. Because God is saying they are stubborn, they are stiff-necked, they are hard-hearted, but I gotta get them what? Moving. Because I don't get them moving, there'll never be Daniel. There'll never be Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. There'll never be a Jeremiah, Isaiah. There'll never be these people if I don't what? Get them moving. So he's getting them moving. Now, what you are not going to see is this. See, it's color coded. You didn't see the result there, did you? On this particular. But as you continue the story, you see the negative result. Sometimes the word wrath is not going to be mentioned, but you know it's there because God takes an action. All right, let's go to another one. Ah, boy. Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will what? When his anger, when they have done something that caused God to say, I need to take an action, I need to take an action to get their attention, then, again, and that's against them in that day, I will do what? Forsake them. I will hide my face from them, and they shall be what? That's what happens when God hides his face, when he forsakes people, or when he forsakes a nation. They're going to be devoured because there is nothing to stand in the way of the enemy who has malice and enmity against God's people. So when you say you're on God's side, you better be careful, because if you move out of his protection,
Right.
but I'm so glad he's long
Suffering.
where am I? Oh, and many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, are not these evils come upon us, because our God is not among us, and I will surely hide my face in that day all the evil which they shall have wrought in that day are returned unto their God, or turned unto their God. Because they made God, watch out, and it was stated so nicely in Sabbath school, how we make gods, but they're actually a representative of the God in us, that we want to be gods. We want to be our own minion gods and stuff. So, see, this is pattern. And again, this pattern is in the Bible, named sometimes. But there, how do people miss it? Oh, here's another one. I know you heard this one. Look what this text said, though. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, he's talking about Moses, even apparently and not in dark secrets. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then, then were ye not afraid to speak? Somebody did something wrong, didn't they? What did they do? They said something about the leadership of Moses. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them. In other words, because of what they said, God has said, I got to take an action. Oh, why I got to take an action? That seems like a simple man. Moses, I don't really shouldn't imagine what would they have done? Spoke against God himself. And what would it have done?
It created unrest amongst the people.
It would have created unrest among these people who are already stubborn, stiff-necked, and hard-hearted. God said, I gotta stop this in the bud. Because I'm already having trouble with it. Goodness gracious. I don't need them to start talking against Moses. So what did God do? And he departed, and the cloud departed off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprosy, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, he said, leprosy. In other words, you know, I don't know how many people there. Let's take a guess. How many people you think Israel is set down? Million people. One person is going around. You know, saying, I don't think Moses should do that. And millions of people. How are you going to find out which one is causing the trouble? Do you have time to go around and let's do an investigation? What would an investigation have implied? What would an investigation have suggested to the people? So God simply took measures in his own hands to reveal who it was. And it was who? And who was Mary? She was just some bystander somewhere in the back of the camp?
Sister.
What? A prophet and a sister speaking against the Lord's servant. And he had to step in because, as the brother said, man, caused more chaos. And already system that was chaotic. So you see the pattern. This is how God reacts when it's just a metaphor to say something has happened and God needs to step in, and the way he steps in, he simply removes his presence or he acquiesces to it. Simply just to move it along, because God is taking people from here and trying to get them over here so the Messiah can be born. And he can't interfere with their free will and force them to do something they don't want to do. His hands are tied, and so he has to work the best way he can in love and freedom.
Right.
And truth. That's all he has. So, I don't think I want to show this right now. All right. Now we go back to the flood. Genesis, I got it right here. Oh, I can't read that. Okay. Okay, let's read a good verse. Verse 5. I mean, they're all good, but to the subject. Genesis 6:5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thought of his heart was only evil continuous. And it repented the Lord that he made man in all the earth, and he grieved him at his heart. There's a lot in there that, like I said, I got something to show you, but I can't show you because y'all are not ready yet. Not ready. But when you read that text, again, the writer is a person who has emotion. God is revealing something to him, and he is writing it like this. He's using the word grieve. But again, God is disappointed.
Correct.
God's heart is broken. How do I know God's heart can be broken? Because when Jerusalem was about to be destroyed some 70 years after Jesus, he's sitting right there and he's weeping over Jerusalem.
Yep.
God is not grieved, God is weeping. This is what the text should say. God is weeping because he realized something has got to be done to these people.
That's right.
Because he says every. What does every mean? All thought. They couldn't generate a thought without it being evil. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so okay, here we are. God says this. Moses, I want you to build an ark and preach how many years? 120. It's debatable. Now, the reason I'm saying that is the passage says that he gave men 120 years to live. Is he talking about their lifespan or preaching at all? You just got to, I'm going with the 120 years he preached. Now, as he was preaching, you think he was the only one preaching? Who else could be preaching? He did. But he is so right, read Spirit of prophecy. It says, Methuselah also preached about the goodness of God, the love of God. Enoch also preached. They're just an extension of Noah here. Okay? But there was also somebody else preaching. This text, look what it says. As time passed on with no apparent change in nature, men whose heart had at times trembled with fear began to be reassured. They reason, as many reason now, that nature, they have done something, is above the God of nature. Oh, wait a minute. They had made nature a God, and according to their reasoning, they had said there's nature, and under nature is God.
Have mercy.
Woo! What? Is that what? Gotta be careful. Just kidding. But some people do say that, Mother Nature. Yeah, you gotta be careful. All right, what was it anyway? Oh yeah. Okay, that nature is above the God of nature, and that her laws are so firmly established that God himself could not what?
Change.
Oh my goodness. Reasoning that if the message of Noah was incorrect, was correct, thank you, nature would be turned out of her course. They made that message in the minds of the world a delusion, a grand deception. In other words, they said, man, you can't believe what Noah said. Just think back. Can you ever remember the time when it rained? And how long have we been acting this way? Long time. I can't believe that stuff. They manifest their contempt for the warning by God just as they had done before the warning was given. And they went to a what? In wickedness and in defiance, disregard, thank you, I'm trying to get that word right, I'm saying I'm listening to something. Disregard of God's requirements to testify that they had no fear of the infinite one. Woo! Do you see that? Now, go back to find it. What's this now? The people didn't know what a precarious position they were in. Do you know what precarious position we're in right now? Never done on you. Come on. Okay, let's see now. Let me see, can I find it? Genesis. I'm starting verse 1 of Genesis. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Did you hear that? It says that this earth was like void of anything, but the only thing it had on it was what? Was water. Where did all that water go? Well, let's see. And God, verse 3 said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light dark day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be what? A firmament in the midst of the water. In the middle of the water, God said, I'm going to put a firmament. So, what is a firmament? Something firm. He put an ecosystem in between water. So there was water up there, water down here, and he created something firm for him to start working. All around them was water. Every day, I don't know how far it was, because the Bible began to say, stars and planets, and you can look up and see the sun and the moon and planets and stuff. Birds were flying around. But up there was not all the water, but at least 2/3 of the water that was surrounding this planet. And who was holding it in check? God, by his power, was saying, you know what? I'm going to put this ecosystem, I'm going to put this beautiful thing in existence, and man, it's just going to be wonderful. You're never going to have to worry about rain. Dude's going to just water the crops, and it's going to be wonderful. I'm going to create this beautiful place where birds are going to be flying, and it's just going to be spectacular. The temperature is just never going to change. Man, I long for a place like that.
Yes, sir.
Man. And it says, see, when you look at the flood, you think that God killed people, drowned the antediluvian, because Moses writes it that way. But when you look at the facts, God didn't drown anybody. You know what they did? They asked to be drowned. They asked to be drowned. They said, Lord, I used to go to I don't go no more. After last summer, I said, I'm not going and shoot the ball anymore. I used to go to the park because I just love. It's like therapy for me. I don't play, but I do play one person. He's broken down. It's just exercise for him. he can't beat me no matter what. And so we just go and we just talk. He's a Christian, and we get a chance to talk about God. We sit down and talk, exchange ideas, and he loves it. And so we go to the park and he get his exercise. He can't beat me. So I'm just there to work out, but I gotta shoot. I just gotta shoot. Ball. I can't no more now because my knee's shot. But then kids come in. They ain't got no ball. And so I say, okay, I got a good ball. I'm not going to run anymore, so I let them use my ball. And they be having a good time. But there comes a time when, I feel rejuvenated. I want to take my ball and go shoot around again. I have to take my ball and leave them there without a ball because they don't have a ball. the people said, you know what? Listen, God does not control nature anymore. We don't need God in our lives. Because we are going to serve the God of nature because he is above the God who created. But, craziness. So God said, okay, so you feel that way about me? Moses, start building an ark. Preach. Noah, thank you. Noah, start building an ark. Preach 120 years. Enoch preached. Methuselah preached. Everybody preaching. But the people keep getting worse and worse. God said, okay, you're not heeding my admonition. You don't want me around. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm walking out. I'm turning my back on you. I'm hiding my face from you just for a little while. You read that in Isaiah 43, I think. He hides his face from just a little while. And what happens when God hides his face? The whole system collapses on him. Did God kill anybody?
Nope.
What? Who killed them? They killed themselves by persistently disregarding God's word to return to him and then setting up a God above God. And God said, you know what? You want that God of nature to keep you, to protect you? Let him. I'm gone. And then what happened? Is it going to happen at the end of time? Really? We walk around here pretending that, everything's okay. We just got to get Trump out of the White House. Yeah. Everybody in mind focus on Trump. We had better be focusing on the angels holding back the four winds of strife.
That's right.
We don't realize, just like the antediluvian, that we're living in perilous times. We're living in perilous times. The only reason that we're enjoying the lifestyle that we are enjoying right now is because God's saying, hold the wind until my people are sealed. That's the only reason you have money in your bank account. You have a job to go to. You riding around in a nice car. All that is only the goodness of God because there are angels who are with the strength of God who are holding back something to come upon this world to wipe out every good thing you got.
Have mercy.
And we have nerve enough not to want to pay our tithe in church expense.
Wow.
We have the nerve so I ain't got time to go to church, to get there on time. I'm just too busy. I'm too tired. There's going to come a time you wish that you could get together with the people of God.
That's right. That's
But it's
right.
not going to happen.
Yep.
We are living in precarious times.
True.
And we just don't realize that God's going to say, okay, they want to live like this. They want to follow the woman. They want to follow the harlot. Let them follow the harlot. I'm stepping back. Release it. And you're going to see a time of trouble. Woo! That hasn't happened since there was a world. That's crazy. And so what God wants from us, really the people who come to know him. You got to know God. You got to go know his character. How actually his kingdom works.
Right.
It doesn't work like the Old Testament described it. It doesn't work that way. When you see Jesus, you see how it really works. And when you see Jesus, I'm like, oh, it's some crazy stuff. And I was reading and studying something that I shouldn't have, but I was just got carried away. He said, listen, man, the law was added. He said, you harping about the Ten Commandments, man, that was added.
Yes. True.
Until what? Until the real representation comes. And that's why when you go back to Matthew 5, you see the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus said, I'm redefining the Ten Commandments. Woo! It's not that they're not important. They are important because there should be only two laws. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and thy neighbor as thyself. There's only one really law, the law of liberty.
That's right.
There's only one. But because we are so hard-headed and so stubborn, and we're blind, and we have misrepresented and manipulated the word of God, we can't see past all that. So God says, I just got to keep breaking it down. I got to keep breaking it down. I have to keep breaking it down. But you got to know that Jesus is the one.
That's right.
Amen.
Look at it. And he defines everything for me because he was in my bosom. So, so God is going to put together people, a particular people. He's going to start putting together, but he can't put together somebody who don't know his character. That's why you got to learn the principles of his character, and you got to judge everything and evaluate everything and critique everything according to the character of Jesus Christ. Because you can't go wrong with Jesus. Can't. Oh, that's it. And so my invitation is, and I know you study here. I appreciate this is a studying church, and I wish more churches would study like you guys. Praise God for that. Study. Get into the character of God. Start going back through the Old Testament, applying the pattern that's there. I'm not creating a pattern. It's already there. 90 times, 80 times, it's there. What God has to do. And sometimes God just says, you know what, I got to just, I scrap my A plan, be with you in your B plan, and when I'm in your B plan, I'm going to be with you, but you're going to be killing a lot of people. That ain't my thing, but that's where you want to be. And so even though you're running through the Old Testament killing and killing and killing, God says, I'm there with you, but that was never my plan.
Wow.
That was never my plan.
Wow.
But that's where you were. And so just to get you moving, and so my prophets and my great men of renown can showcase my character through people in the different countries that I send them because of persecution. They can display my character. I got to do it. But it's not my plan for you to go around killing babies.
Right.
It's not my plan. That's your plan. And so I'm with you in your plan to get you to the point where I got to bring the Messiah into the world.
Right.
Because once I bring him into the world, he's going to define everything you see, everything you study. Woo! I love it. I love his character. And I'm going to keep on telling people that there's a God who loves them. And he has an amazing love. He has unsurpassable love. You can't beat the love of God.
That's right.
When you feel the love of God and you let it take over your life and your heart, and the Holy Spirit gets into it, it begins to motivate you, it begins to redevelop you on the inside, re-engineer you, your mind, your synapses, your neurons. You become a brand new creature. And here's the blessing thing of it. I read the book, I keep reading, I keep telling you about it. But he's going to give us such power that the Holy Spirit, because we have it so in us, when we talk to people, the Holy Spirit is going to jump off of us and jump on them. We have amazing power. That's what happens. Read the book of Acts. We'll be so powerful that you won't have to go here and there. You can just start singing like you do. And people, because there's so much Holy Spirit power in here, that people that are driving by who are hungry and thirsty for righteousness is going to feel the power and going to have to pull over into the parking lot. That's what the servant of the Lord said. It's going to happen. People walking down the street are going to feel the power of the Holy Spirit pulsating from us and our worship service and our studying service, that they just can't resist but coming here. Man, we got power at our disposal. But we got to learn how to access it. And God said, you know what? It started with me. And it ends with me. So I invite the church to continue studying the character of God and the goodness of God and the love of God, and learn how to explain it and just so people can visualize it, so that we can start creating that generation that's going to be able to stand in the fire of God. Stand in the fire of God and not be consumed. God is looking for people that can stand in the fire of God and not be consumed because they have let the character of God being recreated in them, and that's what they live out of. And so it won't look like fire to us, but to everybody else on this world, when the New Jerusalem come down, it's gonna look like fire to them. But it ain't fire. It's just the love of God is so consuming. And since they have not yielded to it, they're gonna wish for destruction. Everybody, Ellen G. White said, God start when people gonna stand up and say, you know what? You're absolutely right. I don't deserve that. I won't be happy there. I won't be happy there. They're going to confess that now the gates are going to be open. And I don't even want to go in. Because I won't be happy there. They're going to acknowledge that. And then to stop, and they're going to turn on all their leaders and all the people that deceive them. And you're going to see carnage, and God said, no, let it end. It grieves me. And could it be the love of God, which is like fire, descends upon all those who didn't believe, and they're just consumed to everlasting nothingness. Oh, I don't know how God going to end this thing, but when I read the Bible, Peter Robinson, boy, I just keep getting clues about how these things happen, and God always come out looking good.
That's right. That's right.
Come out looking good. Heavenly Father, once again, we're just thankful for your word, inspired word. But it's Jesus Christ who's the key. Oh, may we look at his life, and may we learn to pattern everything after him. Bless these members who have come out today to hear your word. We pray through the power of the Holy Spirit that has touched, found a note in their lives, a note that would help them to sing about, not only sing, but to be about the risen Savior. May we be the ones who stand on that celestial shore and praise you for what you've done, because we have allowed the love of God to burn through us and remove all the things that are impure in our lives. So that when you see him coming in the clouds of glory, we may be able to say again, behold our God.